I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a house that can't get no love from me. Okay, I'm not gonna sing, but you love when I sing. It's Follow Up Friday with Frenchie. How are you guys? I don't want no scrub, which means, is your house a scrub? Is your realtor not telling you that your house is a scrub? What is a scrub house? So last week, well this past week I guess, just the last few days, I showed a home, and I'm not going to give the exact number, but I showed a couple homes actually, $1+ million, under $2 million. And the one house was probably worth every bit of what it was listed at if it wasn't a scrub. And what does that mean? You had a beautiful home built by a predominant builder here in Pittsburgh. He has a fantastic reputation. His neighborhoods are well known. They're sought after. They're in Cranberry. The agent was wonderful. But did the agent let the seller lead the listing? I don't know. Did the agent not push for the seller to do what they need? I don't know that either. In this case, my clients walked through the house and they couldn't get past the overgrown landscaping. They couldn't get past the bugs that were in the corner, the chipped paint that was everywhere, the bird's nest that was outside. We were looking at a $1.5+ million home. So this isn't maybe a $60,000 house, which can also be a scrub or can also really be shown off. This is a $1.5 million home, and it looked like a scrub. The value, in my opinion, and I shared with my clients, and they thought so as well, easily lost $400,000 to $500,000 because of the way it was shown. Now, were those cosmetic things or the landscaping really take the value away from the home? Did it really drop the value that much? Not necessarily as far as what the house would be worth, the brick home, the bedrooms, the size, the land, but the presentation, it does. It does matter. I'm going to a house right now and I'm meeting a business that I've worked with before to get an estimate. Now, the homes sometimes that are really, in my opinion, scrubs are sometimes sold by people that aren't in town. I recently just closed a home and these clients were out of town. They didn't live here. They came in for the closing. Their house was immaculate. Yes, they had a tenant, but yes, they really cared about the presentation of their home, even though they weren't living here. And I'm very honest and upfront. I'm like, look, you have to do this, you have to do this. Now, I'll tell a client whether they're in town or out of town selling their home what needs to be done. But I set the expectation, if you do X, Y, and Z, this is how it's going to increase your home value. When I'm showing $1+ million homes, or if I'm showing a $200,000 house, if the house is landscaped and presented correctly, the value is there. And it's not a question of if the house is quote unquote worth it. The value is there, and then it's more of a matter as if a client can afford it or not, right? When it's priced right. But when the house isn't shown and well kept, it causes the question, is anything else not maintained? Is the electricity not, working? Is there something missing with the water? Is there a leak somewhere? All because a client didn't fix up their home, or possibly a realtor did not take the time to say to them, look, we need to hire a landscaper. You need to hire someone to come in and clean. You need to hire someone to come in and organize something, or you can do it yourself. You don't always have to hire somebody, right? In the case I'm going to right now, like I said, I'm going down to meet a client or a business for my client to get an estimate on what it's going to take to clean the house. The house is not filthy. It's just been vacant for a little while. So when they're vacant, things happen. You get cobwebs, you get dead flies, you get things that happen. The bushes grow. It needs to be maintained. You need to show off that home like you're going to meet those in-laws for the very first time, right? And that's what I tell people. That first impression matters. Don't let the value of your home be lost because you didn't want to cut the grass. Don't let the value of your home be lost because you didn't have a realtor who was honest enough to come in and say, hey, can you please sweep the dead flies out of the staircase? Those things matter. So as your realtor, I don't want no scrubs. I'm not going to take your house on as a scrub. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do to make it worth that first date for those in-laws to come through. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. It's going to be beautiful this weekend here in Pittsburgh. My sweet Julia had a birthday yesterday. She's 7. My amazing assistant Lyric had a birthday. We're not going to disclose how old she is. I'm not really sure how old she is, 20-ish, right? And I had a great closing yesterday with 2 veterans, just amazing people. The sellers were fantastic. They were out of town and handled it like they were there next door. And my buyers are sweet as can be, very happy. And that's what you want, right? Happy people on both ends. I will be doing a follow-up Friday on dual agency because that's what I handled yesterday, being the agent for the seller and the agent for the buyer. It's called dual agency. It's a great opportunity to really show that people can work together and get along. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you next week. Keep following. If there's something you're interested about, let me know and we'll pull it up on a follow-up Friday. Mwah! I love what I do. I know you will too. See you guys next week.